Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring them in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug-in.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. On the 6.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Knight. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Lance now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run.
He's got a man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18
Off play action. Knight. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got room past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Walker And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They'll try and run Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive.
A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Lance now on first down. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. Shotgun now for Lance. This one caught by Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Knight. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Lance. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance on the option left. Room here to run. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the 49ers get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Ready.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On 2nd down, it's Walker. They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to Walker on 1st down. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. You know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And going right back to Walker. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running left is Walker. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends.
Get it. 19-18.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This one complete, Lance to Kittle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, it's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it here. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you've got a ball in your hands now, and you got the thing locked in pretty well. You got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you had run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Lance looking to throw it. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Second down and 7. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find it. Find it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And Lance's throw complete there to McLeod. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Desperation time here. Lance. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Tariq Woolen picks it, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Lance back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's out of bounds, so give him about 9 as that stops the clock. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Throws quickly, and he's got George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now Lance. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trey Brown. And some room to work. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just get going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Seahawks, they fall a game under 500 now at 3.
Biggie, honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy.